Warning, the following video has not been approved by the Comic Code Authority and is intended for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Comic.Assassin. It's been 2 weeks since I've been able to drop a video for you guys. Had some work stuff going on, went on vacation. Dude, if you have not been to Colorado, go check out Colorado, man. Had such an awesome time there. The scenery is just mind-blowing. And yeah, but I missed you guys. I missed watching the people who make content. I missed watching y'all's shows. I missed making content for you guys. So we're back to it. It's Monday, which is the day that I've dropped some news for you guys, whether it be, comic book related, movie related, TV related, and also what books you might want to be keeping an eye out for this upcoming Wednesday. So let's go ahead and just jump into it. So first off, Jeffrey Wright has been confirmed to be the actor playing Commissioner Gordon in the new upcoming Batman movie. I think he's an awesome actor. He's usually a supporting character rather than having his own mainstream type thing. So I'll be interested to see how he does. But he is also going to be the voice of the Watcher in the upcoming Marvel What If series. So he's getting some DC and Marvel love. So, Jeffrey Wright, I hope you rock it, buddy. What else is going on? There's another movie that's being filmed right now. It's based off an Italian comic book named Dampier. Now, I believe this was a graphic novel series versus just individual issues. It's fantasy, vampire-esque, which is right up my alley. I have not read that book, but it's apparently coming to the screen, so keep your eye on that one. If it might be one you want to try to jump on now versus later, as far as if you want to try to get a copy of the book. There's some rumors that Deadpool 3 is already filming, which I say awesome. Alright, I love me some Deadpool. But, as far as what's going on, who knows. The Eternals. The Eternals movie, the more I hear about this movie, the less interested I am in it. So basically, there was this little Twitter shot that showed one of the actresses, and behind her, there's a sign that says, Babylonia 800 BC or something like that. Which is supposed to be a hint of one of the time frames in which the movie is supposed to take place. Now, if you know the Eternals, they're supposed to take place a long time ago, maybe even before Earth is even created, that far. So, I just don't know how they're going to pull it off. I don't know how you're going to go that far back to 800 BC, which is still a long time ago, don't get me wrong. But also knowing that they had the Black Knight, the 1950s version of the Black Knight. So to go from there to there to there, I just don't know if they're going to pull it off. I really don't. I want it to succeed, but yeah, the more I hear about the Eternals movie, the less interested I am in it. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But this is one thing I'm excited about. So we do know that we have a Moon Knight, She-Hulk, and Miss Marvel show coming up on the Disney Plus streaming service. But it has been announced that they will also make an appearance in the MCU movies. So not only do we get them in their own little series, they will actually be on the big screen in the MCU. So I'm excited about that. Those are 3 characters, especially She-Hulk and Moon Knight. I definitely want them to be on the big screen. Congratulations to Donny Cates, who just recently got married. If you have not seen the wedding cake, and I think with who did it? This was a picture done by Matthew Rosenberg. That's a sweet freaking wedding cake. It's got the she Venom bride thing going on. I thought it was awesome. Congratulations, Donny Cates. Let's see. Oh, here's another thing. Do you like to go to Comic Cons? Well, if you do, you might want to watch out for ones that are done by Walker Stalker. I've seen some of the Walker Stalker cons. They also are the LLC that does Fan Fest and the Heroes and Villains cons. Well, apparently they are being investigated by the BBB, the Better Business Bureau. Some shady stuff has been going on with those cons. Shady enough where the BBB is actually investigating them. So who knows what's going to happen? I mean, there's just shady stuff like they offer certain things for VIP and they get changed last minute, or they just up and cancel a whole event and move it to like another week, like with like a week notice. Things like that. So yeah, there's some shady stuff going on with there. So let's see what happens. On to the comic books. So first off, it was first reported that Joe Bennett, who's been doing the work for the Immortal Hulk, it was stated that he was done as of issue 28, and that 27 was going to be his last issue. Well, it turns out that 28, they're having 2 guest artists come in, do the book, but he's supposed to be returning in the following issue. So I don't know what's going on there. It was one of those things that I had some notes about it before, got some new information about it. So hopefully he is coming back, because I think he's absolutely rocked it on Immortal Hulk. There's a comic book drive that you can participate in for our military members. It's called the John Wynn comic book drive. I'll try to drop a link down below. Basically, you can fill out this form and you can send in some comic books. These comic books, try to make them family friendly, because they may not only go to someone overseas who is serving our country, but they might go to the family of one of those who are serving our country. So try to make them family friendly. But I think this is an awesome cause. I think it's a great way to give back to people who are putting their life on the line for our country. So yeah, the John Wynn comic book drive is going on. It goes on for the whole month of November. So try to keep that up. Also, there's another thing going on right now. So Todd McFarlane has joined up with CGC, and basically you can send your books into them. He will sign the books, and you'll get a quicker return on your book. The thing is, it's $89 for each signature. So if you really want a Todd McFarlane signature and get it graded, this isn't a bad route to go. But man, $89, it's up there. It's up there. It's not for everybody, but just another opportunity for some of you guys who may want that. But what books are coming out this week? All right, so and honestly, it's kind of a light week. And these aren't books I'm going to pick up. These are just ones I'm just recommending. DC, only 2 books. Far Sector #1 is coming out. This has the artist who did Naomi in it, and you can tell, because when I saw the cover, I was like, oh, is this a Naomi new thing? But yeah, that's coming out. It's Green Lantern Incorporated. So you might want to check out that book. Also, Dollhouse Family #1. This is a Black Label book. It's horror inspired. I really dig the synopsis of it, so it's probably one I'm going to try to pick up. But yeah, those are the only 2 major DC books that I'm interested in. Going on to some indie stuff, we have a lot of different stuff coming out. We have Folklords #1 from Boom Studios. It seems fun. It's more fantasy related, something more that, I mean, a grown-up could probably enjoy, but your kids can probably enjoy as well. Don't quote me on that. I think it's kid-friendly. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's definitely fantasy related. So yeah, I might be checking out Folklords #1. RV9 #1 from Mad Cave Studios comes out this week. This is one that I'll probably flip through first before I pick it up. It could be good, it could be bad, but it's a #1. So there you go. Teether #3 from Antarctic Press. Now, I think they're also doing reprints of 1 and 2 the same week. And this is a book that I want to succeed, but man, they take so freaking long in between issues that I just don't know. Like, I remember Teether #1 coming out, it almost seems like a year ago. And if you're just getting to issue #3, that means you ain't got your stuff together. So I don't know, but it's definitely a cool concept of a book. I just wish they would, have less time between printings. Also, Moonshine #13 comes out from Image Comics. I've actually really enjoyed the Moonshine comics. It's old school, kind of werewolf related. This begins a new story arc. So if they've been on hiatus for a minute. So yeah, if you really enjoyed Moonshine back in the day, you might want to pick up Moonshine #13. But my two top books for indie, I'm going to have to go Reaver #5 from Image, because Reaver's just freaking awesome. And I don't need to say anything more. But my next book is Family Tree #1. Also from Image, and basically it's about a girl who's literally turning into a tree. Her family is going through the process or the journey of trying to find a cure for her, and it seems pretty cool. It's probably one I'm definitely going to check up. I think Jeff Lemire is the writer on that one. I could be wrong, but I believe he's the one writing it. So yeah, those are my indie picks. Now on to Marvel, we have honestly, when it comes to Marvel, my two top books are ones that are normally my top picks, but they're not going to be this week. X-Men #2 is coming out, and I'm going to treat all of these spin-off continuations of House and Powers of X as, okay, if you read #1, if you liked it, get #2. If you didn't, drop it. There's so many other ones to pick from. But yeah, that one is definitely on my list. I'm going to be picking it up. Also, Fallen Angels #1. Once again, one of these spin-off, doing their own title type things from X-Men. I'm going to pick it up. I'm definitely going to be getting that Bagley connecting cover just because I've been getting all the other connecting covers, so why not? So yeah, those two are coming out. But my two top books from Marvel this week are Morbius #1. Morbius, I think he's an awesome character. First appeared in Amazing Spider-Man 101. Said to have his own movie coming out here in the next year or two. I've always enjoyed the character, so let's see what happens in this volume. But my next one is The Unbeatable Squirrel Girl #50. Now, this is one of my daughter's favorite comic books. This is the end of this run. They may pick it up in the future. I've read some of the books. The artwork to me is terrible, but it's funny. It's a funny read. Like I said, my daughter loves it. She's one of those, she's a very popular character, but she's one that doesn't get enough love. So yeah, it's Unbeatable Squirrel Girl #50 comes out this week. I'm going with that Raza variant, cover B, so still cover price. I think that's just the cooler looking of the covers. That's the one I'm picking up. Now, the one book I think you should avoid, and this is just my opinion, you buy it if you want, and this is one that I would buy for cover and cover alone, and that is Black Cat Annual #1. To me, it's a whole Black Cat Spider-Man wedding deal. It seems like a really cheap way of trying to get people to actually buy and read Black Cat, because the other series has been so freaking terrible. Like, hey, let's do something incredible to get people to try and buy our books. And that's what it feels like to me. So yeah, if you want to buy that book, and I hope you enjoy it. But this guy is avoiding it, and I'm recommending you avoid it as well. So that's it, buddies. I'm so glad I got to get back on here and chat with you guys. Thank you for everybody who comes and watches these videos. Subscribe, like, dislike, leave comments. But with that being said, when it comes this Wednesday and you're on up to LCS or you're shopping online for them books, The Comic Assassin is wishing all of you guys happy hunting.